Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz and today we're looking at August 2025 and I can't believe it, and I actually have to admit I thought for a little bit we were going into July and then it occurred to me, nope, we're going into August. So I don't know, I feel like I say it every month but it always goes by so quickly. But yeah, I'm excited to jump in today and I do have something very special to share with you right after I show the cards, so I hope you'll stick around because I'm genuinely excited about what I have to share with you for a few really cool reasons, which I'll get into. But let me show you the groups today before we start. So for group one, we have the 10 of Cups, and you can choose based on the card itself that you feel drawn to, the type of energy you're trying to attract, or just the image, or even the number 1, 2, or 3, however you choose. There's no wrong way, but this is the 10 of Cups for group one. Group two, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Group two. And group three, we have the 7 of Cups. So we'll take a nice deep breath. That usually helps give you some time to select your group. Yeah, take your time, there's no rush. But before we jump into today's video, I do want to thank Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. And if you haven't heard of Psychic Source is actually the oldest and most trusted psychic service in the industry. They've been around pretty much my whole life, and a lot of things set Psychic Source apart, and I want to share my experience because I tried Psychic Source last week before filming this, and I was really impressed for a few reasons, and I'll get into the coolest one in a moment. But one of the first things I noticed actually was how easy and how fun the website was to use. You can browse through all of the psychics, which are highly vetted, by the way. Out of everyone who applies to be a psychic on Psychic Source, only 2% are actually accepted to be psychics. Yeah, I enjoyed going through all of the different profiles and sort of browsing. I really took my time to see who I felt drawn to. And it's really cool, the bios, because each psychic describes sort of what their specialty is, a little bit about them. You can even hear their voice. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I liked being able to take my time because it gave me a chance to choose the person that I felt really called to. And I'm really glad I did because I was so happy with the conversation. What I noticed was, and I don't know what I was expecting, but I found the conversation way more natural than I expected. You know, it felt truly like talking to a friend or a family member. We laughed, we talked about life, we talked about what was on my mind, what I was going through, and we just kind of talked about the cards that she was pulling. I did share with her that I also read cards, and that was actually the other thing. I liked getting my reading done because usually I'm the one doing readings, so I appreciated all of the answers that I got, and I ended up walking away with some fresh perspectives that I hadn't even considered and some reminders that I really needed to hear. So it was way more personal than I thought it would be. I even took little notes in my notebook, which I don't want to share because we actually talked about quite a few personal things. And right now you can actually get 40 minutes for just $19.80, which is normally up to a $240 value. So if you use my link or my code, which I'll put on the screen and in the description and in the comment section, you can try it out for yourself. And by the way, you don't have to use all of your minutes in one session. You can actually spread them out and try different advisors until you find your special advisor that you feel the most connected with. So I will include the link on the screen here and in my description, like I said. And if you want to try something, or if you're just curious, if you've got some questions, I think it's definitely worth trying. So my unique link is trypsychicsource.com/charmed. And there's psychics online right now. So if you have a question right now that you want to have an answer to or just talk about, you can go on right now and you'll see who's online. It's super cool. I really enjoyed the website. But what I really wanted to tell you was the conversation that me and my advisor had actually ended up happening within a week, the way she described it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I actually want to go on and update her and tell her about that because I was pretty, like, within a week, specific things that she described about a certain situation ended up happening that way. So I don't know, pretty cool. I had a great experience. So there's wonderful advisors over there to choose from. So definitely hop on. Like I said, they're online now. And just once again, my special link is trypsychicsource.com/charmed. So that's my code. And I'll leave all the information below. And thank you so much to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. I do appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun. It was a great experience. So I'm happy to share share all about it. So yeah, we will jump into the reading. Just a quick little reminder though, my approach to readings, have fun with it. My readings are meant for entertainment purposes. Please, if you're listening to this and you feel like it doesn't quite resonate, this one might not be for you, so feel free to leave it for somebody else. Always listen to your own intuition and your own judgment. First and foremost with any reading, that's my opinion, but I do hope it resonates for you. I hope that it all makes sense. I love when you come back at the end of the month and update me, by the way. That's one of my favorite parts. So I'd love to hear if this ends up resonating, and I'd love to hear if you try out Psychic Source too. We will jump into it. What else? Yeah, like, subscribe, all of those things. I'm excited to jump into the reading and hear what you think. So we will start with group number. Hello, group 1. If you chose the 10 of Cups, then this is your messages for August 2020. Almost said 2024. 2025. We're looking at August, and I'm excited to jump into your reading. We are going to get you a tarot card for every single week of the month. It's kind of similar to how I've been doing my weekly readings. I actually did this before I did the weekly readings. So each section represents a week of the month. We're going to get you your charms as well, and we'll shuffle the tarot together. I did get a head start and shuffle out the oracles. I did this last month, and I found it kind of helpful because it just got me right into the reading. And it's kind of cool too, because then I can look at the cards first, and I love what you got today. So let me show you what you have. So you've got 10 of Cups, which is what you chose today. So I kind of, not necessarily using it as like a prediction, but obviously you were drawn to this card for a reason, okay? So something about, I'm getting community, friendship, people that you love, get-togethers, and I wasn't surprised to see what I got with the oracles. You'll see what I mean. But 10 of Cups, I mean, this could just be where your focus is in the month, but let me show you what else we have. So for your oracles, you've got celebration. You might already know what this is. There could be like a party, a wedding. I don't think it's too out of the question to assume that there might be a July wedding happening. But I'm seeing this as a really wonderful time. I'm seeing delicious food, great people, awesome music. So something you're potentially celebrating in August. You might know what this is, or it could be something spontaneous. This could also just represent, I actually might even get the book. Where did I put that? I'll find it. Actually, you know what? I packed it in my bag last night to go do readings. Oh, there it is. No, I didn't. I do have it. Okay. Anyways, yeah, this could also just be a general feeling of celebration or excitement in the month. There's sort of a romantic element to it as well, so we'll see what comes up for that. And then your crystal card for the month, you've got Get Crystal Clear. So this is a great card for if you're feeling currently confused about something or unsure of what to do with something, you could be feeling a lot more clear throughout the month. Healing from the Past was your butterfly card. We'll put it all together once we get your tarot as well. And you've got Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. So I did notice, like, you've got celebration, which sort of made me think of the image on this card, everyone getting together. And then you also have be loyal to what you love. So heavy theme around relationships in the month of August for you. For your tea leaf cards, I got you 3, stepping into a new experience. You're stepping into something new in the month of August. You've got dog twice, so this was a cool synchronicity because you've got Dog Spirit and you've got the dog card. Dog close up, so pleasure with a close friend. And you also had the box, so you will receive a gift. So the first thing I thought of is it could be your birthday month. If it is, happy birthday. If your birthday is in August, because of celebration, you'll receive a gift, pleasure with a close friend. Like, that was the most obvious thing that I thought of. So if it is, happy birthday, or maybe it's someone else's birthday. But regardless of what this is, I thought that the dog energy was interesting because dogs do represent friendship and loyalty. So I think that there's definitely sort of a romantic feeling with the celebration card, but in general, I just think that relationships are the focus in the month of August. I think you're going to find, like, when you look back at the end of the month, you're going to notice, okay, I had really nice times with the people that I love. I think that this could be very healing for you. We've got healing from the past. And what I noticed too with Get Crystal Clear and stepping into a new experience and healing from the past, there could be something you're ready to move on from. And I'm getting the sense, group 1, that you gave yourself the time that you needed to properly heal. You didn't rush the process. You took the time. And I think that August for you does feel a little bit like a fresh start, a new beginning of some kind. So you're stepping into a new experience. You're feeling ready for what else is out there, whether this is to do with work, just in general, like a general feeling of like, I'm ready for the next chapter of my life, or a relationship. I kind of sense, sorry, let me just adjust this cord. So, okay, there we go. I kind of feel like it could be a relationship for a lot of you. I think that healing from the past has taught you something. And I think with Get Crystal Clear, you're more clear about what is important to you in a relationship, your values in a relationship. And I'm also getting the non-negotiables in a relationship. So if you're currently dating or, you know, looking for love, I think you're very clear as to like what it is that you want. And maybe dating for you is stepping into a new experience. Maybe, I mean, that's how it was for me. When I was single last time, Tinder didn't exist. So I made a Tinder and it is like a whole new world. So maybe you can relate to that, something like that. But yeah, relationships do feel like the focus, and you will receive a gift is also one of your cards. So there could be a gift coming in. This could be expected, something like I said, birthday, weddings for sure. If you're getting married too, congratulations in August. But this could also be a wedding that you're attending. Like there's so many possibilities. I'm almost like overwhelmed. But you'll receive a gift. So some sort of gift is coming in. It could be from this friend. I want to say too, this gift feels valuable, and not necessarily in regards to like how much it costs or anything like that. I mean more so valuable, or sentimental might be a better word. Sentimental to the person that gave it to you, meaningful to you. It could be like a family heirloom or something. So it's not so much about how much this item is worth or what it cost. It's meaningful though, because I always feel like this looks like a treasure box to me. So or something that was like wrapped with like care, you know, something someone put a lot of effort into wrapping for you. Let me see if I'm getting anything else. Yeah, when I first saw your cards, I thought, okay, there's either a birthday or a wedding. So congratulations or happy birthday if either of those apply to you. But again, you could be attending a wedding. And I'm seeing if you've got an event coming up, you're going to have a great time. I see it as being great. And I want to tell you, group one, don't get stressed over like the easier said than done. I get this, but don't get stressed over the little details. I have seen so many weddings over the years where it's so easy to get caught up in like these little details that can cause a lot of stress, when really in the grand scheme of things, what's important are the memories, the people, the experience, right? The napkin rings and the font on the invitation, while it may be an important detail in it and something that you want to put care and effort into, in the big picture, it's not going to make or break the event, right? So maybe there's something about that, putting it into perspective. And what else? There's something else I was thinking of. Oh yeah, get crystal clear. With Be Loyal to What You Love and Get Crystal Clear, there's a feeling in August of like, you know exactly what's important to you. And not only the people, but like the things that you want to do, the things that you want to focus on, your hobbies, like you're making more time or making what you love more of a priority. And I think that's great. So I'm seeing August as a really exciting month for you, a very loving month, and also healing too. Like one of the things I want to say is this could be healing, like spending some time with a friend, having a great conversation with a friend could be really important. Someone could be gifting you something too that's rather healing. If you've suffered a loss of any kind, first of all, my condolences. But maybe you're receiving a gift from someone, like a family member that passed on or something like that. Maybe someone's gifting you something. Like when my mère passed away, we, a few months later, received a few items. And one of the items was like this little pink little jewelry box. And I got a little necklace too. And it was just something that she wore, and it just meant so much to me. So that also actually might be quite healing for you. But let's get into tarot. We're going to get you charms as well. And I'm excited. I feel a good energy for your month. I think it's going to be an exciting month. You've got stepping into a new experience. So this could be a new job. This could be marriage or you know, something like that. So let's see what you have. Okay, so first week, you've got the 6 of Cups. So this could be the close friend as well. This is a feeling of actually, this is a very sentimental feeling as well, and nostalgic. So there's a strong feeling of nostalgia. You've got the King of Swords and the 2 of Cups. That's an interesting combination for week 2. Let's move on to week 3. 6 of Wands, and then this one's popping out, 2 of Pentacles. We'll take them both, why not? And then let's get you one last card for week 4. You've got the Magician. Phenomenal. Beautiful energy. Let's get you some charms. Oh no, I dropped a charm on the ground. I'm going to get you letters too at the end. Don't let me forget. Okay, group 1. What is happening in August? If I say the wrong month at any point, by the way, please forgive me. I keep making the mistake of thinking we're going into July, but nope. Can't believe. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick up your tennis racket with my foot. So I'll just throw it on the board. Okay. All right, group 1. This looks great. I love this. Okay, so let's see what's happening in the first week. So this friend that you're spending time with could have the sign of Cancer. This could be who it is. You've got Believe and the 6 of Cups. Okay, so the first week, actually, this kind of brings up the past too. So this could be a feeling of healing from the past. This is a very, again, sentimental, nostalgic energy. It does connect to the past. It can connect to childhood. What I kind of suspect this is this close friend. I think that you're either reconnecting with an old friend, childhood friend, family member. This is someone that I just got the phrase, has loved you for a long time. So this is someone that I feel has been in your life for quite some time, and they love you, they care about you. Again, it could be this Cancer, but I'm getting to tell you with Believe, this person believes in you too. This gift that's coming in could be something kind of encouraging or something that's really meaningful to you, or it's something that gives you some sort of encouragement or some sort of boost. Okay, so I don't know what exactly that is. If you do receive that, please let me know. Come back at the end of the month and tell me what it was. I'd love to hear, because this could actually represent, and we can see in this image, it does look like they're presenting a gift. So yeah, I think that there could be a bit of a blast from the past in the first week, reconnecting with someone. Even this gift could be something from the past, maybe something you admired from childhood that's being handed down to you. I have so many things like that. Just as I look on my little trinket shelf here, my aunt gave me this. She had these little collections of these little tea figurines that used to come with tea. I'm going to put that there because it kind of reminds me of your reading, actually. Family, and yeah, I like that. Let's just put these bears. Let's put these bears right here. Can you still see them? I don't know, they feel important. But yeah, like I was saying, this could be an item or a gift that you admired in childhood or something you remember from growing up. So please let me know if this ends up happening. Right in the middle of the board, you have Believe in yourself. So there is a feeling with stepping into a new experience that yes, I can do this. Like I can do new things, and I'm nervous. I might feel a little bit shaky, but I can totally do this. Sorry, did you hear my ankle crack? But yeah, I think that it's important that you believe in yourself and know that like you've learned new things before, and whether you're starting a new job or maybe, I don't know, entering a marriage or something, like this is big. Whatever this is, it feels big. It feels like a big life change and something, again, that you feel like very, this card always reminds me of when Ariel gets her legs in The Little Mermaid. So there's a feeling of like, okay, this is a whole new world. So I do think you're stepping into something completely new, and it's important that you believe in yourself. I love that right in the middle. Bam, you've got this. More encouragement. So confidence really is the key to your success. I see the peacock here, more confidence. The peacock can represent like letting something about you shine. And I'm actually seeing a love connection, romantic love connection in the second week. I'm seeing great conversation. Look, you've got the parrot, you've got the King of Swords, and you have the tennis racket. This to me is screaming really great conversation back and forth. On more of like I'm getting like mentally stimulating level. There's definitely an emotional connection, but I'm seeing great conversation specifically in the second week. I'm also seeing that somebody really understands you. That's the feeling I'm getting. They really understand you. They enjoy the conversation with you, and they find you, I keep getting intellectually stimulating. So something about you, someone finds really fascinating and interesting, and I'm seeing that they want to learn more. They want to understand you. They want to keep the conversation going. They want to keep communication open. So you might find someone who's really engaged in conversation in the second week. Like they want to learn more. They're asking questions. They're very curious. There's nothing better than that. Like feeling like someone's genuinely interested in you is such a great feeling. So I am seeing fantastic conversation. One other thing I'm seeing potentially in the second week is gossip getting clarified. Okay, so if there's been gossip going around, whether it's about you or another situation, I am seeing that the truth will be clarified or very apparent. This is very much like no nonsense, cold hard facts. Okay, so there's no room for interpretation. It's like, no, this is the truth, this is what happened, and then that's that. So that's good, because if there has been gossip or any like rumors about anything, it should be cleared up by the second week. So hopefully, you know, if that's something you've been dealing with, maybe that's a relief to hear. Oh, look at how cute. Okay, so some of my charms are magnetic and occasionally they'll stick together. Look, you've got the mouse holding the diary. So that's interesting. We'll have to see what that is. You've got the sewing machine. So the fun thing with charms, and I always like to encourage people to have fun with the charms because they may mean something personal to you specifically. So sewing, you could be joining a sewing class. You could be, you know, this could be a gift, maybe something someone's created for you. Lots of different possibilities. Maybe this is the new experience. You're starting to learn to sew or create clothing. But in general, the sewing machine to me represents creation or building, like creating something from very basic things, like just pulling something together essentially. So yeah, I mean, if that resonates, that could be something that you're doing, is creating something. This is not very, I have to fold this paper a little better because it's kind of, oh well, it's working. Kind of like a bubble there. Okay, so yeah, the mouse is interesting. The mouse holding the diary. You'll have to let me know what you think that is. The mouse on its own can represent pay attention to small details or attend to the details. And the diary, of course, is just like secrets, feelings, things that are personal to us. Okay, I'm getting, someone's letting a small detail slip, okay, about something. They're letting a secret slip, or like a secret's getting to you. It's like a small detail. Okay, and this could also represent someone sharing their feelings or opening up to you in little bits at a time as well. If you get it, I always invite, read along with me, like totally, if you want to get involved and read along with me, I totally invite you to do that. So there could be something happening there, but you've got Six of Wands as your card of the week, and you've got Two of Pentacles. So this, just looking at it, could be something that you've been working hard on, juggling, trying to balance in your life. You're doing so successfully. This is a card of achievement, success, recognition. So I think that something, if you've got anything like an interview or whatever this new experience is, it's going to be great. It's going to be a success. Maybe this is the week you've got like a wedding or something. And this could definitely be the week where you're receiving a gift too. Someone could be giving you a gift of appreciation, maybe like a thank you card with something attached to it. Lots of possibilities. But yeah, Six of Wands, this is telling me that week 3 you're feeling success, you're feeling victory, you're feeling, I'm getting recognized, you're feeling very proud of yourself this month. Okay, something you've accomplished, or you're feeling proud of your progress, you're feeling proud of yourself for believing in yourself or stepping into this new experience. This could also be a little bit of a busy week for you. This is one of my busy cards, okay? That and the Eight of Wands usually immediately makes me think of like a busy time. This generally just means you're juggling a lot. You could be going through an experience of like change or fluctuation, trying to manage or adapt to a situation. This could also be maybe you're trying to like weigh your options with something or make a decision. You could also be shuffling things around in your schedule, or even financially shuffling a few things around, but you're doing a good job. It's saying like you're managing it great. You're doing a great job juggling, but I wouldn't overwhelm yourself with too much more. I wouldn't add too much more to your plate if you can avoid it, because it's already going to be a pretty busy week. Yeah, this mouse holding the diary is so interesting to me. Like whenever terms stick together, like to me, it combines the meaning. So yeah, my feeling is someone's like letting a little detail out about something. You might hear something, and this could be something excellent. This could be a reason to celebrate. Speaking of celebrate, look what you have in the 4th week. You've got the balloon. So yeah, there is definitely the whole month a feeling of get-togethers, birthdays, celebrations. Like it could not be more clear. And if you don't know what this is yet, there could be an invitation. You might find out very soon what this is. You've got the little wilderness charm. Week 4, it's encouraging you to maybe get outside, get some fresh air. You might be doing something like camping in the 4th week, going hiking. This to me is like a card of unplugging and getting out into nature. You've also got the Magician as your card of the week. So this is a beautiful card of manifestation, creation, resourcefulness, confidence. So yeah, you're feeling like you have what you need to bring something to life or create something. You're feeling especially resourceful. You also might be kind of in tune with your I'm getting, because this one has to do with like problem solving, or creative solutions. So you might be coming up with a really creative solution, and you have a tantalizing prospect will come your way. So something in the 4th week is popping in that you're going to be really intrigued by. It could be something to do with dating. It could be a job opportunity. It doesn't always have to be huge things. It could just be like something fun, like an opportunity to travel or something, or get outside, go camping, you know, something like that. But something really intriguing and interesting to you is coming your way in the 4th week. Let me see what else I'm noticing here. I wanted to read to you celebrations. Let's see what that one says. I've kind of got chills with your reading a little bit. Like I'm a little bit shaky, not in a bad way, just in kind of like an excited way. So I don't know what's happening for you, but I do have a little bit of like shakiness. Okay, what was this? Moon dance. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little, it's like nervous energy, I think. All right, so this card brings good news. Excellent. You will soon have a good reason to celebrate. Expect good things and positive developments. Think about all of the good in your life at this very moment. What do you have to be grateful for? Be grateful for it now. Do a little dance of gratitude. Stay focused on solutions, not problems. Stay focused. Oh, I don't know why I reread that. Stay focused on solutions, not problems. Maybe that's really important. Maybe like, yeah, there could be a feeling of like getting crystal clear about what you need to do to solve a particular problem. So that could be a relief as well. Open your heart and be as happy as you can with the way things are now. Being upbeat about the good things in your life is hugely important when it comes to creating the life you want. It's as though better things come to people who are already buzzing. Okay, maybe that's why I'm shaking, because buzzing is a good description of how I feel. The essential message in this card is you'll get what you want once you love what you have. Feeling grateful is the key. If you're going through a situation so tough that it's hard to be grateful, dig deeper for something you're happy about. Good times are ahead. You have to believe it. And this card is a sign urging you to be more optimistic. You have every reason for optimism. So additional meanings for this card include there's good news coming, be sociable, praise your life, take up dancing, say yes to a party. Okay, the last one's really jumping out to me. If you get invited to a party, like an old friend reconnects or something, or you know, I would say go. I think you're going to have a great time. I'm seeing a lot of good energy around you. The people, I'm seeing uplifting people and supportive people around you, people that want to celebrate you and are interested in you and want to know more about you. So I think this is going to be a great month. As far as challenges, we didn't get any overly challenging tarot cards or anything like that. So not to say there won't be challenges. Every month has challenges, of course, right? But the main focus seems to be, like the card was even urging you to be optimistic, be excited about what's to come. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Let's get some letters, group 1, and we'll see what words you can find. I'm typically not the best at finding them, but I'll try. And you know what? I'll probably get you an angel number too. Get an angel number. Let me just set these aside. I have to find the angel book though. Where the heck did I? Like, I don't know how things go missing. Like, I literally... What? Oh, there it is. It's all across the room. Ow. Yeah, I do think you're closing a chapter, though, like with healing from the past. I think that there's something you're, like, clearing the energy of or releasing some sort of energetic connection. Okay, group 1... angel message. Financial balance. Okay, we saw that in week 3 with the 2 of Pentacles. 603 is the angel number. Your angels want you to feel secure and balanced in your state of mind, and your finances contribute to that. Take time today to get real about what is coming in and going out of your bank account. Make any organizational changes you can to improve the flow. Okay, so I moved your charm tray around a little bit, so it's not exactly as it was, but yeah, I'm seeing that could be something that you're focused on in the 3rd week. Is maybe balancing finances or like adjusting habits. This could even be what the King of Swords is. King of Swords is good at taking like a good hard look at things. So this could be like you know, looking at a bank statement and being like, okay, this is the problem. This is the, you know, the purchases I keep making that are, you know, adding up, you know, whatever the case may be. But yeah, you've got a little bit of balancing finances as an angel message. So take it if it resonates. Let's get you some letters. And look below in the comment section. There's usually great suggestions. I see T-Rex. Maybe something about T-Rex is important. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, a lot of the times I see things that don't really even make sense. I'll move my hand so you can see. Let me know what you see. Look in the comments. Okay, with Get Crystal Clear and the King of Swords, I am seeing you getting crystal clear about the details of something before moving forward. So if there's anything that you are signing up for with this new experience, like, oh, this just came in really strongly, actually. Okay, so there could have been a delay or something you postponed because you weren't clear on the details. You didn't feel comfortable stepping into this new experience. So with King of Swords, Get Crystal Clear and details, I'm seeing you getting very clear about the details, making sure you understand something. And also, going back to this card, reading the fine print. So yeah, I think there's something like a document you could be kind of going over very closely or looking very closely at in the second week to kind of just make sure you understand it and you agree to it, and it's a good commitment for you possibly. So yeah, going over details is coming through. T-Rex is coming through. Nature in the fourth week seemed very important. Getting outside into nature, getting some fresh air. Got reflect. I'm seeing a lot today. What the heck? This never happens. I'm on fire today. Reflect. I think that goes in with your celebration message. Maybe you are really reflective of like what you are thankful for. There is sort of a reflection too about like what you really want to spend your time doing and who you want to spend your time with as well. Like you're very clear as to like what relationships are good for you versus the ones that aren't. I love this. This was the coolest thing, getting the 2 dogs. Okay, group 1, I'm going to wrap up there. I hope that you enjoyed this. We will see you next time. I hope you have an amazing August. It looks great. Come back, let me know at the end of the month, and we'll see you next time. Hello, group 2. If you chose the second card, you chose the Ace of Pentacles, then this is your August messages. I am so excited to dive in and see what is in store for you for August. You chose the Ace of Pentacles, so maybe you chose it just because you always choose number 2, like group 2. But yeah, there is a financial sort of focus. When I shuffled this out, I knew, okay, like there's something financial. It could be savings. It could be a focus on career, a new career opportunity. Because of the piggy bank, it's really making me think of saving, something that you're saving for. And group 2, your reading, I don't pick my favorite readings, of course. I mean, sometimes there's some that I really, really love, but I wish I had chosen group 2 because of what you got. Your messages were so direct, and I shuffled out your oracles. We're going to shuffle tarot together, but your reading is the reason why I actually prefer to shuffle on camera, just because of the synchronicities. And one of the messages specifically, I really wish you had seen my excitement when it popped out. So let's get into it. I'll show you your oracle cards. We'll get you a tarot card for each week. These 4 spots represent the 4 weeks of the month, and we'll get some charms, and yeah, we'll just have some fun. So get cozy. Let's find out what is in store for you for August. So starting with your Moonology card. So boundaries, out of bounds, moon. So I'll show you. I want to skip right ahead to why I was excited, because then when I got this one, you got Armadillo Spirit, which says set healthy boundaries. So yeah, safe to say boundaries are a theme for you. Now, boundaries, this could represent boundaries that you're putting up within a friendship or relationship. Family possibly has been a collective theme. I did readings in person for a few people recently, and that was kind of a theme that kept coming up, was like boundaries with family. So boundaries is definitely a theme. And then you have motivation. So that's always nice to see. And for your crystal, I don't know how to pronounce this, but azurite, get laser focused. So yeah, get laser focused. Yeah, that's all right. as long as you can kind of see them. Okay, for your tea leaf cards, you've got the bridge, so successfully overcoming a problem. This could be because you're so focused. You've got the table, so hard work ahead, and then you have bread, so period of prosperity and abundance. So yeah, your reading was the one where I looked at it. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what's going on. First of all, I would not want to get in your way in the month of August. I wouldn't want to be the person trying to get in your way. You are like very focused. I'm almost like it's, I don't know if tunnel vision's the right word, because I think that's usually more so described as like being, I guess, too focused. I don't know the word I'm trying to look for, but in this case, the focus is really helping you. Your energy is almost like a CEO or a boss of a company that's really hard to make an appointment with, or that's like really busy. Yeah, you've got something you're doing, something you're focused on. And what I liked about your cards group too is that, you know, motivation comes and goes. I mean, if I had $1 for every time I've been motivated to do something and then it wore off and then I'm like, maybe later. That's just the reality, right? Motivation comes in waves. And even if you have the best of intentions, even if the motivation is strong at one point, it is, you know, it can come in waves. Doesn't mean it won't come back, but it isn't constant, or typically it's not. That's where they say discipline and determination kind of kicks in. So that's what I see as this nice combination, because you do have get laser focused, you've got hard work ahead. So this motivation isn't just about like, oh, I want to do this and this would be great, let me get excited for it, and then it wears off. It's like you seem to have a plan, is my sense. You've got like a plan. And the other thing I noticed about you, group 2, is that you're focused on like one thing at a time, which is good, because it's hard. Sometimes when you're motivated, it's like, oh, I want to, like for me, I'll be like, oh, I want to organize my closet. I want to paint this room. I want to do this YouTube video and then do this YouTube video and then this special thing for Patreon. And then I want to go for a jog. And then like, you know what I mean? That motivation, that energy is beautiful, but sometimes then we can kind of like overdo it a little bit and burn ourselves out. So that's what I'm seeing you not doing. So I actually think, group 2, that August could be like the most productive month this year for you, honestly. I think that it could be the month where you're getting the most done, that you feel the most accomplished, that you feel like you're getting what you want to do completed. Okay, you've got the Hierophant. You've got the 6 of Pentacles for the second week. Third week, you've got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is interesting for the third week because that's what group 1 had for the exact same week. So that's cool. Okay, and then week 4, you've got the Ace of Swords. On the bottom, you've got 8 of Wands. So yeah, 8 of Wands actually can represent motivation in itself, or just a sudden burst of energy. So I would say ride this wave of momentum and energy while it's here, right? Enjoy it, because it is coming in, it's coming in fast. And I'm seeing you feeling very accomplished and successful in the month as well. So happy to see this. Like I said, group 1 had this in week 3 too. So maybe there's just a collective energy about this in the third week. But yeah, we'll get some charms and then we'll dive in and we'll see what's going on. Group 2. Happening in August for group 2. It's a lot of charms. Okay. Not many landed here. Got Pisces energy there. That could be you or someone else. Okay, I'm just looking to see what we have. All right. Oh, that got moved. Okay. So you've got the Hierophant in the first week. So this is actually making sense with what we have, because you could be feeling very structured. This is a card of like rule following, ways of doing things that are sort of like set, and I'm getting something about like, yeah, established. You could be learning something in the first week or receiving some sort of guidance. Because you have the 3 dolphins, sometimes this is 3 of cups. I'm seeing like a supportive group. You might be joining some sort of like support group in the first week, or like something where it's like a group of people, like learning something possibly, or doing courses, or, you know, something like that is coming through. Yeah, like classes, workshops possibly. But I'm seeing like an organized setting of people that are helping each other learn, or something like that, okay? Even like we see yoga here, maybe something like that is helping you, meditation, yoga, things like that. That's just first glance what I see. You're so confident. You got the rooster. This could be like early, like you might even actually be kind of setting some structure in your day to keep focused as well. Like getting up early could be important. The rooster. Oh, I'm just getting like an announcement. There could be an announcement in the first week as well. And you've got the justice charm. This could be Libra energy. It could have to do with decisions. I'm getting a lot about like following the rules of something in the first week. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. It might make more sense as things progress, as the week unfolds. But yeah, I'm getting something about following the rules. But the rainbow is really nice because it can talk about improvements, or like I always think of the rainbow after the storm. Now I'm thinking of pot of gold for some reason. My feeling, group one, is that you're seeking out some sort of education in the first week with like, there's like a group thing. Maybe it's something you're doing with friends. It could be, like I said, a workshop, a course of some kind, just someone who's also just good at giving guidance or something like that. It could have to do with work or really anything, but there's like a motivational element to it as well. So yeah, let me know what you get from that. You've got the little fish, so this can be about a period of kind of being in the in-between, in the midst of a change, which we do have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, the month of August for you might be a month where nothing really feels like, I guess, set in stone or concrete. Like you're in the midst of making something, creating something. Nothing, it's not finished. It's not like getting completed this month. It's like you're in the midst of creating change, solving problems. Like this is a very, I'm getting the word dynamic, but like this is going to be a month of shifts and changes and kind of being a little bit in the in-between is my feeling. Lots of changes. I'm also getting that you're trying to like regain control of something, the direction of something in the first week, or feeling more in control possibly. You might do well with rules and structure. Some people don't, okay? Some people really kind of shy away from it. They don't like rules, they don't like structure, but some people actually thrive with a set of rules, even if it's something that they've created for themselves, or like a set structure to follow. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time finding my words with this, but yeah, that might resonate for somebody because it's coming through rather strongly. Balance could be important in the first week too, trying to maintain, because you are working so hard and you are so laser focused. So maybe balance is important so that you don't burn out, because this motivation, like I said, it's coming in strong and intensely. So there could be the temptation to be like so focused that you forget to rest and you forget to take breaks, right? Because there's nothing wrong with hard work, but the reality is like we can't work all the time. So maybe having some work-life balance or some balance with whatever it is that you're, even financial balance, right? If this is a financial goal. Sorry, as these cards are all falling down. Whatever this is, it's balance could be really important. Speaking of balance, moving into the second week, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is a card of give and take. It's a card of reciprocity and generosity. Someone could be very generous with you. You do have the letter loving you. And the tennis racket's there too. And I don't know if I've moved it too much, but it's really making me think of an exchange, give and take. So someone could be like paying you back for something, not that you wanted them to, or you did anything to kind of get something back, but somebody could be like paying it forward towards you or returning something, doing a favor for you. What I'm seeing is you made an impact on somebody that you might not even remember. Like you helped someone with something, and I think that they might be helping you with something now. What I'm seeing for you, group two, is like accept the help from the resources that are available to you, okay? So there could be help available to you that you've been hesitant to accept. I'm getting to accept this support. I'm sensing a shift for you in the month as well. Like you've got the wheel energy twice. The first 2 weeks you've got like the Wheel of Fortune essentially. Both of these can remind me of the Wheel of Fortune. So something is definitely shifting. This also could represent help or assistance with this hard work. So if you do have a lot to do, accept some help if it's being offered. Okay, there could be someone that wants to help you, or at least like even offer some guidance or something like that. So yeah, I would accept the support that's available to you, because I think that my feeling is you're somebody who is always there to help other people. In fact, you might actually have a hard time saying no, because we have all of these boundaries messages. Like you might be someone who's like always willing to help other people, but you have a difficult time accepting help yourself. Really quickly, back to boundaries. I just picked up on something else. Boundaries could also be boundaries with yourself. So what I mean by that is sometimes we like tell ourselves, okay, this is like no more of this, or this is what I want to do. This is what's important to me. And we can kind of like forget our own boundaries that we've set with ourselves. So that could also be something that's coming through. You might have some boundaries that it's important to kind of keep your promise to yourself with something as well. I kind of want to read the Armadillo Spirit to you. If I can find the book. There it is. Okay. So that's number 3. Okay, so learning to set healthy boundaries is a gift of the Armadillo Spirit. You are entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin, what is yours and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo is here to tell you that it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. Well, that's important too. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. I like that about how it mentioned that actually. This is an act of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. So when you're clear on your boundaries and you're respectful of what feels comfortable to you, that is an act of respect and kindness to everyone. I love that. It's so interesting. Group 1 actually had something about being very clear about what they're agreeing to. So that might be a bit of a collective theme this month. Very interesting. Okay, so in the second week, you don't have many charms. You've got 6 of Wands though. So 6 of Wands is a strong energy in the third week, because yeah, I already said it, but group 1 had it too. So this is a feeling of success, achievement. You've maybe with the bridge, this is the week where you're successfully overcoming a problem. I think that getting help or receiving assistance could also help you successfully overcome this problem, and it doesn't make it any less meaningful is what I'm getting to tell you. Okay, so even if you receive assistance or help, it does not make it less meaningful. It does not mean you worked less hard. It does not mean you deserve it less. It does not mean that you don't deserve recognition. You absolutely do. There's nothing wrong with receiving help. It's coming through strongly. I know it's for somebody. Whether it's financial help of some kind, help with like resources that might be available to you in your community, like something. You need to get better at accepting help. Okay. Or maybe it's just someone that cares about you, that wants to help or return a favor or something like that. I am seeing someone that loves you very much that wants to help you. Okay. So yeah, in the third week, your main focus is just success, something happening successfully. I'm really drawn to the bridge card. So, successfully overcoming some sort of problem. This could be success with like whatever you're focused on. This could be a successful outcome to something. If you've got an interview or anything like that, a test, anything that week, I'm seeing it doing really well. So don't worry, you've got this. Confidence is absolutely the key to your success this month. Like, because even the rooster is very confident. But yeah, you've got this. Something's going great in the third week. That's like your main message for the whole week. So that's good. Into the fourth week, you've got the moon. So similar to the tarot card, it can have to do with like confusion. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is especially making me think of that because it could be clarity. Okay, clarity or an aha moment. A tantalizing prospect will come your way. So something new is popping in to your life. You aspire to great things begin with little ones. Seen and noted, and then success, money, and happiness, as well as the outdoor charm. So the fourth week is pretty intense. And of course, these charms could overlap, like the tennis racket's kind of right in between. Tennis racket to me is back and forth, so it made sense for the Six of Pentacles with the idea of give and take, but tennis racket could be like an exchange. There could be a communication exchange. But yeah, you've got seen and noted. So there's something you're noticing in the fourth week. You're taking note of, or you're paying attention to. You've got a tantalizing prospect will come your way. So something new is popping in. It could be an idea or just something that, like, it could be linked to communication, but something that comes in where you're like, this is actually interesting. I want to kind of look more into this. I want to learn more. You could be feeling more clear about something as well. Okay. So if you're currently confused or if something's been confusing, by the fourth week, you could gain some clarity. I'm getting it as communication. It keeps coming through as like a text or a phone call. So if you've been like waiting to hear back about something, I feel like you could be hearing back by the fourth week of August anyways. In kind of the middle of the board, but I think it was more so on week 4, is the little wilderness charm, the outdoors charm. So this could be that you need to kind of get outside, get some fresh air, and just be in nature. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. So because group 2, I kind of sense from you that you're someone who's all or nothing. Like when you are motivated, you are fully committed, 100%. So this could also be talking about the balance that we were getting. Like, I think that this is going to be a great productive month for you, but I also think it's not healthy to burn yourself out or exhaust yourself, essentially. So maybe this month, the reason why you're being so successful is because it's more about little everyday things that you're doing consistently, right? So consistency over quantity all at once. So with get laser focused, I think that's possibly what it is. You're just kind of focused on getting something developed or worked on or completed, whatever this ends up being, but you're doing it a little bit at a time. And this is adding up to really big results. So I do think that there could be a breakthrough. Seen and noted is something, again, you're observing. I'm feeling called back to that one. You're observing, you're taking note of it. You might notice something really interesting in the fourth week that you're like writing down or just kind of taking a mental note of. You've got success, money, and happiness. You seem very clear in regards to like what success means to you too, with the 6 of Wands in the week before. You do have period of prosperity and abundance coming in, so there is a feeling of abundance coming in, but I don't think it's just about the money to you. I think it's about, there's like a feeling of just accomplishment, feeling proud of yourself, feeling, like there's definitely a feeling of taking pride in your work or just basically feeling good about what you're doing. I didn't really address the chest piece. Oh, honking outside. The chest piece can be a charm of strategy and moves, thinking something through, being strategic, okay? So there could be also something you're being slightly strategic with, hard work possibly, or strategically trying to overcome a problem in the second week. Being maybe strategic about your hard work, being thoughtful about what is worth your energy and your time. I'm getting work smarter, not harder, right? You know that expression, work smarter, not harder. Because it is, you've got hard work ahead, but there might be a way to do it that's a little bit more strategic. And part of that could be like breaking things down into like little steps. I am seeing you're learning from someone this month, like you're observing someone. You might be taking pointers from someone or guidance from somebody. It doesn't mean you have to follow it like exactly. Use your own best judgment, but I am seeing someone who could be giving you guidance or pointers or teaching you something. Some education is available to you. Very cool. Let's get an angel number, group 2, and then we'll get you some letters. But August is looking great for you. Boundaries, again, is a big theme. So you might have to like get better at saying no, setting boundaries, not doing things just to kind of keep people happy. And you don't need to over-explain either, right? Like, I love that saying no is a complete sentence. Sometimes like that'll happen to me where I'll say no to something, like I'll decline an invite, or if something just doesn't, it doesn't feel right for me. And then I feel like I have to over explain or be like, oh no, you could just be like, oh no, sorry, that doesn't work for me. And then that's that, right? So trying not to over explain. But yeah, I think if you approach the month like that charm said, a little bit at a time, and just stay focused on the long term, less about overnight success, and keep that kind of discipline or that structure that's working for you, I think that this could be a really productive month, okay? I do think you need to maybe set boundaries with yourself as far as like work-life balance. I was getting that strongly. But I think that August for you could be a very abundant month, and you're overcoming problems, you're coming up with solutions, you're learning something, you're receiving assistance if you need it. I love it. And also too, getting laser focused on like one like try not to tackle everything at once, I think is going to be important for you. Okay, so let's get an angel number. What I do is I kind of think about where I'm going to point, and then I just flip to a page. So let's go here. Think thoroughly. So take time to respond. The importance of thinking things through is being emphasized by your angels today. A present situation calls for you to give ample energy and time in order to form an appropriate response. Contemplate all aspects of what is going on around you, and remember that it's okay to take time to process things before responding. 772. So think thoroughly. Take time to respond. So yeah, there could be a message right now that you're like, you want to send, you want to initiate this conversation, you want to respond. Take some time to think about what you really want to say. Maybe type it out, read it, sit on it for a little bit. So this, I feel like, is a right now message, honestly. I feel like there's something you want to send or respond to. Maybe just give it a second to like formulate what you really want to say or the point you're really trying to get across. Okay, group 2. So I'm not the best at finding words, so you might have to help me out here. You've got star, friend is, and you know what, with the charms, if you want to go back, there could be charms that are meaningful to you for a certain reason, right? Like the chess piece, for example, could mean that you're joining a chess league. Is that what it would be called? I remember someone taught me to play chess in like elementary school, and I forget. I have no idea. I see destination. I don't know if we have all of the letters. We might. How many points do I get? Oh no. Oh, destiny. No. Yes. Oh, if we're missing the N, of course. You know what? Oh no, oh my gosh. Whoa. When was the last time you saw me do a word that big with the letters? Come on now. If I had like endless time, I could probably find more. I think the pressure of like trying to find them is what gets to me. Destination, wow. You're reaching your destination, successfully overcoming a problem. I'm getting you don't have to compromise on your boundaries to successfully overcome a problem. There's a solution that can work for all. That just came in very clear. Spark, I'm getting like spark of creativity. I'm gonna have to take a break between your group and group 3. I just got like really hungry. I think, I want to say to group 2, I think that this success and motivation, or the success that you're feeling, the period of prosperity and abundance is feeding the motivation. Because you know when you're like working on something and you feel like you're not making any progress, how frustrating that is? Sometimes just seeing progress or seeing something actually be a success, seeing the results is all we need to kind of stay on track. So that's what I think is happening. Yeah, okay, well, I'll leave it there. We've got friend, star is, so let me know what you see. I see today. Do we have a Y? Maybe not. Nope. Okay, so I'll wrap up there. Let me know what you think, group 2. I hope that you enjoyed this, and we will see you next time. Hello, group 3. If you chose the 7 of Cups, then this is your messages for the month of August. So I'm very excited to dive in and show you what we have today. We're going to get you some tarot cards for every single week. We're going to get you charms, of course. I've got the angel number book as well as letters. So let's dive in. We'll see what's going on for August. Can't believe we're already entering August. I say that every month, but truly, like, what? Because I was literally thinking we're about to go into July. I'm like, nope, not at all. So yeah, you chose the 7 of Cups. I love this card. And the thing about, so I've shuffled out your oracle cards already. If you know me, I usually actually shuffle all of the cards on camera, but I have been finding this is helping me save a little time and just kind of jump right into the reading, keeping me a little organized. And the kind of bonus for me in doing that is I get to kind of observe the cards for a little bit. And what I want to say going into your reading, for sure, based on what you have, is August for you is going to be a month of exploring your options. Because when I see this card, and this is my favorite 7 of Cups, but I see this person and I imagine that they go to this cafe every day before work they go, and they get the same thing, the same latte. And then one day they decide, okay, you know what, actually this sounds really good. I want to try that. So there's something about trying new things or exploring your options coming through strongly in the month. So let me show you what we have for Oracle. Your First card, you've got the Coyote Spirit. So trust in divine detours. So basically, group 3, I think it's safe to say things didn't go according to plan, did they? Like, maybe this person went up to this cafe and they didn't have the ingredients, or they didn't have that latte anymore on the menu. Something shifted for you or didn't go according to plan. You got sent in a different direction. I feel like it happened very unexpectedly. Your moon card is Moonlit, Embrace Uncertainty. So yeah, when I saw these two together, I'm like, yeah, there's for sure been a lot of change, and I don't think you expected it. I think you're trying to just sort of go with the flow right now and take things as they come. Your Butterfly card is Moving. So this could be pretty direct. You could be moving in the month, or there could be uncertainties in regards to a move. Maybe you've put an offer in on a house and you're not sure if it's going to be accepted. Like, all of these things could be happening, but things are moving. Okay. And this could be more moving, like symbolically, like things are moving or things are shifting. But I think for a lot of you watching, it could be moving, you know, finding a new apartment, putting an offer in on a house, listing your house for sale, talking to real estate agents. Like, that could definitely be part of it. And your crystal for the month, Clear the Clutter. So yeah, when I saw this, I thought, okay, well, if you're moving, then that would make a lot of sense, because every time I've ever moved, I've ended up decluttering and letting go of a bunch of stuff, especially like not this past move into my apartment, but the one before that. I had a yard sale. I donated stuff. Like, it was just so much stuff I got rid of. Okay. So then your tea leaf cards, you've got the Dogs card. So there must be something happening collectively that's making August a especially social month. This was like group 1. Group 1 had 2 dog cards and a lot about getting together with friends. So you have that as well. And then you've got the Fox card. So shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And then you have the Flute. So disappointment in a friend or lover. So someone has disappointed you, or you might feel disappointment in someone in the month of August. And that's the thing, you know what? Every month has its ups and downs. So we'll try to get some clarification as to like what that is and what's going on with that. Yeah, let's get your tarot and your charms, and we'll go a little bit more in depth. I'll probably read one or two, or I'll read probably the moon card to you. Okay, so yeah, 8 of Wands, movement for sure. Yeah, here's the thing. This just sort of makes me feel even more like this. Like, this month, nothing feels set in stone. And actually, you might find like people are asking you, okay, well, what's your plan now? Like, what's the next move? And you don't even know. So it might actually be irritating you that people are asking you what you're doing next or what you're focusing on, because you don't even know. And honestly, group 3, you don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe anyone any answers to what you're doing. Like, it's your life. But I am kind of sensing that a little bit. Week 1 could be like an exciting month. It could be a month full of change, unexpected things happening all at once. It is my busy day card, so to get it for the week, the full week, definitely lets me know that you're like having a busy week. Got the Chariot. Oh, we had one fall out. We had 3 fall out. You've got Queen of Pentacles. That could be this business thing. The Star and the 3 of Wands. Okay. Look, King of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay. I'm not seeing any indication yet. We'll see if anything comes up about this disappointment. We could also just pull a clarifier and see what happens. Okay, the Sun, yeah. What the heck? And then Knight of Cups, some romance at the bottom of the deck. You could be exploring your options romantically, right? And that could be that could actually be the disappointment. Maybe like someone you sort of had your heart set on didn't end up, working out. I almost said week ahead, month ahead. Month ahead, group 3. All right. Look at that. You've got double Chariot energy right there. That's funny. Okay. Others see you as lively, friendly, and witty, for sure. I want to get just maybe a couple more. Just a couple. Okay. It could be a Sagittarius, either the person that you're disappointed in, or maybe this friend that you're getting together with. Okay, let me take a look here and just absorb this. Yeah, group 3, I think that there's this feeling I'm getting of no one knows your next move, even you. And you're being thoughtful. You're not, here's the thing, group 3, I don't think you should even rush into anything in August, because you still don't know all the information with Embrace Uncertainty. So, and there's still too many things that haven't been determined yet, or there's still too many things up in the air that you're unsure about, so you don't even want to make a decision right now. So I think this could be a good month to kind of sit back, gather information, bide your time, and just observe. And then you'll know when the moment's right to make a move or to take an opportunity. You know what I mean? So this could also be a month of healing. I see star energy, so it could be a month of healing. I am seeing you enjoying people in your life. You've got getting together with friends and the Sun card. So despite this disappointment, I'm seeing you having great relationships, potentially new relationship kind of beneath the surface there. But yeah, I feel like you're not sure. I feel like you're not even really sure what you want right now. So let's see. I definitely see, because you've got two cards that do talk about, like this could be, both of these could represent travel. So maybe this moving is travel. Maybe it's less about literally moving, although it could be relocating. Maybe there was a change of plans in regards to moving or something like that. Maybe you had like a decision made and then things didn't pan out that way. Earlier I mentioned like people are asking you what you're doing, or they're trying to kind of pry, not in any sort of malicious way, but maybe just purely because they're curious. So I think I'm getting the sense that that's irritating you. Like the gossip or the discussion around it is kind of irritating to you. Let's just pause before we dive into each week individually, and we'll look at the Embrace Uncertainty card. This is the one I felt drawn to reading today. So a moonlit night might be beautiful, but it makes it hard to really see what's going on if you need to. Under very gentle moonlight, we simply can't see what's going on around us. If we go into the night and the moon is in its early stages of the waxing cycle or the late stages of the waning cycle, there isn't much illumination offered. If this card comes up for you, it suggests that you don't yet know the full story around whatever question you're asking. It could simply be that someone else involved in your situation still isn't clear on what they do or don't want, so they can't tell you. Deception may be at play, which can bring up a lot of anxiety and even fear. All is not lost, though. Remember, the moon goes in phases, and even if there isn't much light around your situation now, in the fullness of time, everything will be clarified and illuminated, and you'll learn what you need to know. That will ultimately be healing for you and everyone else. Okay, so maybe this disappointment's getting kind of worked out, because I'm seeing actually very harmonious relationships and lots of symbols of healing. So maybe there's a disappointment that's getting sorted out, or you're processing this disappointment. So additional meanings for this card: the path forward isn't clear yet. So yeah, you don't even know what the path is, what's ahead of you. So you don't want to make any concrete decisions or commit to anything. So explore your dreams and intuition, trust your feelings. Uncertainty is a part of your current process. Wait before making your move. Yes, this last one, especially with the fox, because it's making me think of like this fox is just kind of, look, it's hiding. It's like, no, I'm just observing. I'm watching right now. I'm being strategic about my moves. The other thing that kind of jumped out to me is where did it say that? Yeah, someone else involved in your situation isn't clear on what they do or don't want, so they can't tell you. So someone else's uncertainty might also be part of this. You feel like someone else is very uncertain about you, or they're causing uncertainty within you. So yeah, I think a good mindset to go into the month with is adaptability, and understanding that things could kind of change unexpectedly, and looking at it more as like an adventure and an opportunity to explore other options. You don't have to commit to the first thing that comes along. You don't have to make any promises that you know you don't want to keep, and you don't have to commit to anything before you're comfortable. Okay, that's a good kind of overview to go into August with. Let's get into the weeks though. You've got the little piggy bank. So you might want to watch group 2 because their card had the piggy bank on it, but you don't have to. This is your group still. But this could also, with the 8 of Wands and the star and this is like a little DNA strand, and you've got Sagittarius. So if I look at these, it could be, you could have fun with it, right? And read along with me. Charms might have personal significance to you, but a family member, you might get unexpected money or like something from a family member. That's what I see when I look at that, possibly like a gift or something from a family member, or money or something like that. It doesn't have to be that though. So I'll tell you what the charms mean individually. So we've got a Sagittarius. So a Sagittarius is a main character to your life in the first week. Again, it could be this lover, it could be this new crush possibly coming in. It could be someone you're dealing with the move. lots of possibilities. One of these friends, but Sagittarius is like coming in strongly. Some of you could be getting like DNA results to something. This is just like, this could have to do with ancestors. This could have to do, sometimes it makes me think of like something that's uniquely you, which I'm already seeing on the board because you've got the unicorn. So there's a lot about like emphasizing your uniqueness. Your uniqueness, what makes you you, is an advantage in a situation right now. I'm getting to tell you too, you don't have to settle for something that doesn't feel right for you. Like if it doesn't feel right for you, don't settle on it. There's more out there for you. For sure, that's coming through really strongly. So you're not settling in the month. You're not settling for anything that doesn't feel right for you. You've got the star twice. This could talk about, with the Eight of Wands, like sudden inspiration. The star, though, is a very healing energy. It's improvements. It's a feeling of relief. It's a feeling of hope. And the Eight of Wands, again, could be travel. You do have the Chariot, so I'm seeing possible travel. This could also be talking about the move. This could be like unexpected news or something exciting happening, but basically the first week, things are changing. They're changing fast, and it could be particularly a busy week. There could be kind of a sudden expense as well that has you dipping into your savings, possibly. It could be linked to this disappointment. For example, me and my examples, I could think of literally hundreds. You and some friends are getting together to go on a weekend getaway, and one person cancels last minute, but you had already budgeted everything, so you're disappointed that they can't go. Changes things a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like that could literally be what it is. So have fun with it. All of these things also don't have to be like life-changing big things too, right? Sometimes it's the little things that end up happening that might resonate. So you've got the pig here too. Look, you've got the piggy bank and you've got the golden pig. Oh, that's making me think of like savings. Oh yeah, because this is like little savings, right? Like coins and, you know, quarters. If you're in Canada, loonies and toonies. It adds up though. So it's almost like something that could be like the shrewdness and resourcefulness. And you also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is very resourceful. You're being, I think, very wise with your money, very strategic with your money or business decisions too. And this is like, because this is like a gold pig. So to get a piggy bank into a gold pig, I'm getting like, you know, your savings starting to grow or some sort of financial achievement. You've got the Chariot, more movement, so much about movement, movement, like it's constant on your board. So a lot of that, the Chariot card, this could be like renting a car to move, could be a focus of the second week. But the Chariot card is really about direction. This can also be a card of problem solving too. So maybe like conflict resolution came up with a disappointment card, that could be coming up. Or, you know, at the very, like in the simplest of interpretations, it can have to do with a literal car. So because you have this too, like there could be something about car rentals or something to do with a car in the second week that's standing out to you. This could also represent, and I see this a lot in this illustration, of the idea of choice or decisions. So exploring your options. And actually, oh my goodness, I just realized, trust in divine detours. Maybe this has to do with a detour. Maybe there's going to be a bit of a detour or feeling like, okay, I'm going a different way than planned in the second week. I've also got the little wand, okay? So this is like intention, directing your intentions, which I think also makes sense with the Chariot, because the Chariot to me is feeling behind the wheel, in control of where you're going. Even if you can't really control the circumstances around you, you're in control of yourself. You're behind the wheel. Into the third week, you've got others see you as lively, friendly, and witty. So people want to be around you, especially your friends. Like they want to hang out with you. They want to be around you. What's funny is I actually think you're not really in the mood for it. Like you've got too many things going on, too much kind of going on in your head. You're kind of feeling a little bit secretive right now. You're not really wanting to get into too much. So it actually might kind of not be necessarily the kind of month where you're wanting to socialize too much, but I actually do think it's a good thing. Just be cautious of like what you reveal, because there is potential for some gossip. So just keep that in mind. Like there could be people trying to kind of like investigate what's going on with you a little bit. So, you know, and I think here's the thing. I don't think that's coming from a malicious place. I think for the most part, it's just people wanting to kind of know what's going on in your life. Okay, so the star, again, look, you've got uniqueness, star, uniqueness, star. So this theme carries through in the first and third week. You've got the Three of Wands. This is cool too. Like this could be travel. This could be exploring your options, which definitely fits our theme. Sometimes I've seen this even when we're like receiving something or like overseas visitors or someone coming to visit. So that could be what it is. Others see you as lively, friendly, and witty. Here's the thing. I'm seeing people are very gravitated towards you in the month. Like they want to be around you. They're feeling pulled towards you. But you're secretive. Like you're not letting everyone in right now. But people want to be around you. They're almost like more intrigued because you're a little bit secretive right now and they don't really know what's going on. The whole month I'm seeing you being very careful with your money or smart when making any business or money decisions. So I don't think it's a good month to commit to anything you know you can't follow through with or commit to any huge purchases. You seem to be focused more, like I was saying earlier, on like savings a little bit. And resourcefulness too. The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. You might be interested in like using what you have, making use of what you already have rather than like buying new, creating things, thinking creatively with your money and with your resources. Little fish is here. This is like just keep swimming, going with the flow. Lots of gold little creatures. Look, you've got the unicorn, the goldfish, and the gold pig. So maybe those three animals are especially important. Listen to that car out there with all of these like car movement messages. Something's speeding up for sure. So accelerating, something's accelerating. And even with the Three of Wands, this can be about acceleration or things starting to get moving. But they're already, your whole month is full of movement. I would say like the fourth week might feel a little bit more steady, but this is a month of movement. There's zero question. You're feeling hopeful and creative. Your imagination might be very creative. What you're doing, like you're thinking of really imaginative ideas. Lots of healing energy. I will say, group 3, you know how I was saying like there's a feeling of like there's this strong sense of uncertainty. By the third week, you might start to see something though. Like you might start to feel a little bit more, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like you might feel a little bit more secure or grounded, I suppose, by the third week. Or maybe even just more comfortable with the changes that are taking place, more hopeful, or like starting to see what is essentially like goes back to the initial message, like seeing what else is out there, exploring your options. So while you may feel a little bit like uncertain in the first part of the month, I think, or even just a little bit nervous too, I think by the third week, you're like, oh, okay, actually, there's a lot more out there for me. It's okay that this detour happened. So then let's look at the fourth week. You've got the Sun, which is a very optimistic card. And then with it, you've got the little umbrella, which I tend to think of as like sometimes pessimism. So you've got the umbrella here. You don't need it. The sun's out. The sun card's out. You don't need this umbrella. So there's something, maybe you're expecting the worst in the fourth week. It's going to go better than you think. You've got the little magnifying glass. I was kind of getting it as like someone's trying to pry into your life and like find out what's going on. There could be a little bit of gossip going on. I'm not seeing it as people trying to be like, you know, trying to do it for any malicious reason. It just feels a little bit more like curiosity, trying to get a better look at what's going on. But yeah, the Sun is a very harmonious, beautiful, happy card. Lots of healing energy in the last half of the month. It is a card of friendship and family and harmony and joy, celebration. It is the happiest card in the deck. It's a very optimistic, happy card. It's focusing on the positive. So I think you're doing that. You're focusing more on the positive. You might feel like a sense of calm or being at peace with the uncertainty in the fourth week. Feeling a little bit more positive about other things that are out there. Enjoying the sun too could literally be what it is. Maybe you're getting outside, enjoying the sunshine, going to the beach or something like that. Maybe that's something that you're doing with friends. There could be a celebration or something you're doing with friends and family in the fourth week too. So that could definitely be it. I'm trying to think. I'm really getting the harmony idea. Some of you are a bit in the spotlight though. Like with the star and the sun, like there could be an element of, this won't apply to everyone, but a little bit of fame or being a bit in the public spotlight. So that could also be what's going on, like people trying to kind of figure out what you're doing or they're talking about you or something like that. It's not to make you nervous. It's just because if you are in the public spotlight in some way, and you're talking about your life, people are naturally going to comment or question or ask things. So it's up to you to decide what you want to share. Like when I was going through my breakup, I talked about it a little bit, but I didn't get too much into it. Just simply because, I mean, A, I'm a private person, but B, it's just like people only have access to the information that you give them, right? So that's up to you. So yeah, overall the month looks pretty great. As far as challenges go, I'm just seeing potential for a little bit of disappointment with someone or a change of plans potentially. But yeah, you're focusing on clearing clutter. I wonder when that could just be happening all throughout the month. I think it's more so, if it's not to do with the move, it just could be, yeah, clearing something out of your life, or something was cleared out of your life because it wasn't meant for you. That was what the detour was. All right, let's get you an angel number and some letters. Angel number book. Lend aid, helping hands make light work. Your angels ask you to volunteer your time to a project today. The energy you give towards a selfless act will be returned to you threefold. Think of a person or place that needs your assistance and plan some time to help out. So 316 is your angel number today. This could have to do with today or the whole month. Maybe you are helping people out in the month, or you're doing something to help someone. That could be what you're doing with friends. That could be like, maybe the disappointment in a friend or lover has to do with it, right? You've seen someone do something that was disappointing, so you're helping someone that it affects or something like that. But yeah, you're being helpful or thoughtful and trying to help out a cause or a person that you feel called to. So that's always a good thing. It's saying the energy will also return to you threefold. It's interesting because your little card about uncertainty talked about exploring your dreams. So you could be having some pretty vivid dreams throughout the month too. Like dreams that almost feel like messages. I've had a few of those dreams where I'm like, okay, that felt like not a normal dream. I swear, and I've talked about this recently, it's one of those things that I don't even say because I feel like it doesn't sound believable, but I know I dreamt of my apartment before I found it. I know it. I know it. I saw it. I saw the building behind it. I saw it. And in the proximity to where my old apartment was, like there were so many different things. And the table I mentioned it in the other reading, there's a table by my bedroom door. Even looking at it right now feels creepy because I dreamt about it. Like I would say, I don't know how long before, but enough that it was, when I saw it, I was like, it was just bizarre. So anyways, you could be having some like predictive dreams. Let's see, I'm seeing remember. It's reminding me of Hocus Pocus. Remember, Winnie, remember. Remember, Winnie, remember. Taxes, maybe this is like the whole money thing we were getting. Maybe you're getting like an unexpected tax rebate or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I'll let you look at them without me touching them. I always forget to do that and then people get mad at me. Okay, if you need to pause though, definitely do that. I'm going back in. Okay, I see Toronto. I see maybe. Someone could be giving you like with embrace uncertainty, like someone could be very like unclear or giving you very like unclear answers. Like, I don't know, maybe like, or you're giving a lot of maybes this month. Because remember, I was getting something about it's important to not commit this month because so many things can change. Obviously do what you want, commit to what you want to commit. But like, I'm seeing that it's going to be kind of those months where like you're not even sure. So why are you committing to too much? You know what I mean? You might need some time. Okay, I'll leave that there. If you want to pause and spend more time with it, definitely do so. But check below in the comments too. I appreciate those of you that always help me out with the letters. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great August. You know what, group 3, go with the flow. You're smart. You're good at solving problems. Okay, you've always solved problems. You've dealt with every other detour that you've had. I'm getting magnificent at solving problems. So you will figure it out. Keep your privacy, You don't need to give everyone access to everything that you're doing. Enjoy your friends. And if you get together with friends, you don't have to feel like you have to update them on every single thing. You're clearing some clutter, potentially to move, or just clearing out, or realizing that something else cleared something out for you, this detour. You're embracing uncertainty. Someone may be kind of being undecisive with you right now, and that could be also causing some disappointment right now. So yeah, and then we've got a little bit of crush energy on the underside of the deck. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. Let me know, come back and update me. We will see you next time.